Hey everyone, so I have to make this video again because apparently there was no audio, and I got a lot of people saying that a lot on BitChute and on YouTube. So I apologize. I did not think that audio was dead in at that time. I really did thought I had the audio. So again, I apologize. So let's get back into this. This really is annoying how Mark Hamill is acting. I mean, I know that he has left-leaning political views, and that's just saying it mildly. I mean, he's been very vocal against Trump, and honestly, I don't mind that he's against Trump. Well, okay, it's kind of annoying and cringeworthy, to be honest with you, and especially since I'm a Trump supporter. But then again, it's his right. He can do whatever the hell he wants. But it's when it gets to this right here that it starts to go a little too far. So I'm going to expand a little bit more on that picture by going on to Fox News here. And all it was is that Ivanka, along with her husband, and her 3 kids were just hanging out, playing around, and her own 3-year-old son was just wearing this First Order Stormtrooper helmet. Now, I know that a lot of people are probably going to criticize, the sequel trilogy, and to each his own, but still. All they're doing is just celebrating Star Wars, especially when Ivanka Trump says, "The Force is strong in my family." This was just a normal picture it's a normal family picture. No harm done. And yet Mark Hamill goes on to say, "You misspelled fraud. # go force yourself." And we all know what he means by go force yourself. And honestly, I think that was completely uncalled for. Really is, especially in a family photo on Twitter. I mean, I get it that you're trying to criticize the president as well as his administration, but again, this is just mainly a family issue, and they're just taking it out there, or well, just placing the picture out into the open on Twitter. A lot of people have done that. I don't think that's very fair, and I don't think that's very what is the word for it? No, I don't want to say nice, because there's a better word for that. It seems so, I don't know, childish. Again, I get that Mark Hamill has a left-leaning political opinion, and he does criticize Trump so much. I'm honestly not surprised. After all, he has been very, very vocal against Trump ever since he announced he was going to run for president of the United States, and he's been blasting Trump ever since, like nonstop. So, honestly, in my personal opinion, I say he has a soft form of Trump derangement syndrome, but that's just me. I mean, compared to a lot of other Hollywood actors such as Robert De Niro and others, this is actually pretty soft. But nonetheless, I'm getting ahead of myself. None of this is a good thing. None of this is a good thing. Why? I mean, why? Seriously, on the family photo. I mean, I would get it if you were going to do something like that if Ivanka Trump was working in the White House, like she took a picture of herself in the White House. I get that, but on a family picture? With a kid? A 3-year-old kid who is celebrating Star Wars? I mean, a lot of people are calling this out here on Twitter. A lot of these people. But then again, there's just a lot of other people who don't, oh look, there's Mark Dice here. I sometimes watch him. There's a lot of people who just are actually encouraging this crap. Like this one right here by Anna Parkomenko. I'm gonna say it's a strange last name, but hey. Mommy, why does Luke Skywalker hate us? Because we are terrible, terrible people, son. Wow. Just wow. Apparently, that's the best excuse you could give to treat a 3-year-old kid. Or and even treat an entire family. Just apparently because they are directly related to the President of the United States, someone you have a political disagreement with, they are immediately labeled as the worst people in history. That's the equivalent of saying Svetlana was evil kids because she is directly related to Joseph Stalin. Believe that she is a real person. There's actually a movie called The Death of Stalin that I watched, where it actually had Svetlana, I think I'm pronouncing that right, being a major factor within the change of the political vacuum as a result of the death of Stalin. So yeah, she was really, she was as far as I know, a very nice person, and she was loved by the Soviet people and stuff. But still, she was directly related to Joseph Stalin. And would you call her evil because of that? No, I would separate her father from the daughter. But still, that's just I can't believe how a lot of people are actually calling on this. Thank God that there are some people in the corporate media that are actually calling foul on Mark Hamill's part, especially with AOL. Ivanka Trump called fraud by Star Wars actor Mark Hamill. You're a real jerk. And honestly, I think that was a real jerk move on his part. And I believe that he should apologize. But then again, with the AOL, while there are some people in the media that actually are calling Mark Hamill out as a result of this, there are some people like on Esquire that are saying, hold on, sorry. I'm sorry about that. There are some people actually encouraging Mark Hamill to do this. Mark Hamill responded to Ivanka Trump's Star Wars tweet with a savage correction. Why is this happening? Really? It's... Why is it that a lot of people encourage something like that? Because they didn't get their own way in the 2016 election? That was rhetorical, by the way. That was rhetorical. It's just... I cannot believe how people are stooping to this level. And it's not really helping how Mark Hamill is kind of walking back with Forget the Parents, This Kid Rocks by Chris Lake, and he actually retweeted it and said agreed. Then why did you go on to do something like that? In the first place, the original Twitter thing. It just... Wow. Complete wow. It's not... All this is showing us that you're trying to backtrack with because of all the amount of negative publicity this is resulting. I mean, I like you, Mark Hamill. I still do. But I'm calling foul on this. Huge foul. And I'm glad that a lot of people are as well. In my personal opinion, he should apologize. He should apologize to the Trump family. Or to Ivanka Trump's family. Just say to her in either a direct tweet, it doesn't have to be... I don't think it should be public, because that just seems to be more of trying to gain sympathy from the public itself. It's just... I think it's better to have it private, because it seems to be more... direct, a little bit more honest about it. Anyway, I believe that he should apologize to the Trump family, to Ivanka Trump and her kids. Now, normally, I wouldn't say apologize because of the whole cancel culture outrage, because of how the whole far-left media, the SJWs, try to get into everyone's history, trying to dig up some kind of past, and even accuse people, even ruin people's lives on something on just one on claims as well as just apparently doing something they deem bad in their eyes. But in this case, I think that an apology is definitely warranted, considering that, yeah, Mark Hamill did something. This is definitely his doing, and he should definitely make up for it. He needs to take responsibility for this, not try to do something like this. Now, there was an actual Twitter post that I don't know where it is now. It could be gone for all I know, but there was this guy who was talking about the election, and I'm pretty sure that you guys can look at that in the original video without the audio. So I'm sorry about that. He actually was talking about how a lot of people are acting so childish after the result of the election. He didn't like Obama, but he got over it. He, at least until the 2012 election, when Barack Obama won again, and he also got over that as well. And he's just wondering, why are people acting like this? There needs to be a return to civility, and I think that's true, because all this is doing is just. It's just causing some things like this. This crap as a result. People actually encouraging something like this because apparently they're directed to a president that you have a political disagreement with. Would it be right if I, a conservative Trump supporter, do something like this to Barack Obama's daughters? No, absolutely not. That is absolutely not good for me to do. In fact, it's not good for anyone to do. It's not good when conservatives do it. It's not good when liberals do it. It's not good when anyone on the political spectrum does it. Because this just only causes incivility. Now, like I said before, I believe that Mark Hamill should apologize. He should. He should apologize directly to the Trump family. I would specifically say, Ivanka Trump, I'm sorry. I was just trying to make a jab at you specifically. I did not mean to hurt your kids. I'm glad that they love Star Wars and everything. I still don't like you or your father, though, because of your political positions. With that being said, I did not mean to bring your kids into this. And with that, I apologize. And again, it should be private. It should be directly between one person to another. That gives it more meaning. I really hope Mark Hamill is listening to this. I really do. Because what occurred as a result boggles my very mind. Because for 3 years, a lot of people have been acting like this. And honestly, to encourage something like this on either Twitter or on the corporate media or the mainstream media, whatever the hell you like to call it, to encourage something like this is not going to help anything. The best way we can do this is to admit our wrongs and apologize. My name is Noamia, the Arc Truth. Please post your comments down below, like this video, subscribe, and share with your friends. Also, if you guys have any issues with how I make my videos, like say that audio issue that I had earlier, as well as how I speak or how I just cut my videos, please be sure to put them down in the comment section down below or directly message me up above. Thank you.